we can to keep your rates competitive and service reliable. We also have programs that provide options to help you manage your bill. To learn more about what we're doing for you, go to togetherwesaveky.com. Kentucky's Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. togetherwesaveky.com.
Serving Rockcastle County since 1957, we're WRVK AM 1460 and W249DT 97.7 FM, Mount Vernon, Kentucky.
Welcome to Stars Across Kentucky with entertainers from all the genres of music. The roots of country music can be found right here in the Bluegrass State. From country, gospel, bluegrass, to comedy and R&B. We invite you to listen in with us today to enjoy the artists that are just beginning, some that are hot in the charts and in the region, to those that are inducted into the Kentucky Music Hall of Fame. I'm Charlie Napier, your host, and welcome to Stars Across Kentucky on WRVK 1460 AM, 97.7 FM, and around the world on WRVK1460.com. Steve, I'll tell you, he's one of the best, isn't he? I'm on a live radio show. Let me call you back. I've got about an hour. It'll be probably after 3 before I get to you, okay? Thank you. Bye. Well, we have our guest in here on Stars Across Kentucky. Actually, a friend from just about 30 miles from here. Mm-hmm. Stick tight. Not stick tight, but lightning rod. Yeah. Lightning Rod Wilson.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. So
it has been a couple of years.
Yeah, you know, so yeah.
You don't look any different, though.
Oh, well, I'd like to tell you I don't feel any different, but yeah, it's all good. I think I can't remember, like maybe about the time COVID had started or something like that. I was on, and so yeah, it's been a while, and we've been busy. Had a real busy year last year, and we're always busy. It's good stuff.
Well, you know, one of the things that I was always intrigued by you is some of the venues that you played in, competitions that you played out there. I mean, you really got out there and you lived the dream, didn't you?
Yeah, and still am. We ended up last year, in July, we won the Academia Music Award for Blues Song of the Month for July.
That's cool.
And then there's, in Europe, actually, it's in the Netherlands, there's what they call the Red Carpet Music Awards. I actually won 2 awards. That's an international thing, so I actually won 2 awards from them. So it was a busy year last year. We played everywhere from we were in Ohio all the way down to Florida.
Well, you know, of course, COVID it affected everything, and then it made some things I think better. In that, like once you guys had a little time off, maybe you probably come up with a few new tunes and a few new instruments. And
I did a lot of writing, especially that first 6 months of COVID. I did a lot of writing, which we're going to be putting on a new album. Hopefully, it'll still get out this year. And a lot of that material was written like in 2020, and I'm still doing a lot of writing from that. But yeah, so you know, it was a fertile time because you had the time to like be home and just pick up the guitar and just start writing and you know, rework the lyrics, everything to make it good. So
yeah. I was just wondering, did your wife name you Lightning Rod?
No, actually at a place I worked many years ago, probably 25 years ago, a couple of people started calling, well, they would call me Lightning or they would call me Hot Rod. And the Lightning stuck more than the Hot Rod, so I'm not sure why, but it did. And, you know, when we was putting the whole moniker together for the group, and this was back in 2003, 2004, we just kind of came up with the name Lightning Rod and the Thunderbolts, so it just kind of stuck. So that's what's been. So 5 albums later and everything, and here we are. So,
well, we'll talk about some of the your group and some of those things as we go through the program today. What have you got planned up for us here on the beginning?
And this year, well, I've spent a lot of time recording for the next 2 or 3 months, and then we're spending our time putting our summer itinerary together. You know, we'll be, well, like this summer, I know we're going to be in Warsaw, Kentucky. We will be up in Louisville for the Germantown Blues Festival. Looks like we'll probably be up in Ohio again. I'm looking at maybe Michigan again too, and my old hometown area. So that might be a good thing to happen. So there's quite a few scattered.
If the price is right, you'll go, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it all boils down to, you know, it's got to be feasible to be able to pull it off and everything. But yeah, so it's, you know, it's starting to come together nicely right now for the summer months, and I do most of my touring, you know, the warm weather months, and in the wintertime I kind of hibernate like a bear, and I go in a cave with my guitar and start writing and looking ahead to the next year and booking shows and doing a lot of recording. I've got my own recording studio, so you know I can record pretty much at leisure now, which is kind of nice. And then after I get that done, I take it to Nashville and we polish it up down there and before we release it. So,
it's amazing what you can do with the boards today.
Yeah.
Well, let's do a couple of songs.
Okay. Well, speaking about COVID, I wrote this one right after COVID broke loose, and you know, it basically is called Homebound Blues, about being bound in, and I wanted to put a little comical touch to it, so it goes something like this. Well, I'm homebound, got those homebound blues. Well, I'm homebound, got those homebound blues. Well, I'm homebound, just like the rest of you. There's a virus going on, it's hurt a lot of folks. I can't go nowhere, there's no wheels on my spokes. Look out my window, what's this world a coming to? Well, I'm homebound, I got the homebound blues. Well, I go to the Dollar General to buy some coffee grounds. I look for toilet paper, but none can be found. Look out my window, what's this world a coming to? Well, I'm homebound, I got the homebound blues. Say wear a mask and don't get too close. Wash your hands a lot, that'll help the most. Always do this, never do that. I'm trying to find where my mind is at. I turn on the TV, but I can't take the sound. I eat way too much, my stomach's getting round. Look out my window, what's this world coming to? Well, I'm homebound, I got the homebound blues. Well, I can't go to work, I can't go out to play. I try to read a book, well, I guess I'm here to stay. Look out my window, what's this world coming to? Well, I'm homebound, I got the homebound blues. Well, I'm homebound, got those homebound blues. I'm homebound, got those homebound blues. Well, I'm homebound, just like the rest of you. Got those homebound blues. Thank you.
Yeah, every bit of that about the truth.
It
fits some of you people out there, didn't it?
It's definitely the truth. Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. Matty Miller, I see, and Charlie Hobbs. I haven't seen that Charlie Hobbs. Say hello to Charlie Hobbs.
Hi, Charlie.
Charlie's got a job over at Keeneland, and he takes care of all the grounds.
Oh, that's a big job.
Yes,
That's a big job. Yeah.
Mighty important fellow there. Your writing skills in that particular song, in particular, I mean, that was really a well put together piece of work. Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's all truth.
Yeah, and I wrote a lot of songs before COVID, but I think there's been a little bit different. I use the word more introspective in a lot of the lyrics I'm writing now.
Are you doing a lot of your own songs?
Almost all of it.
Almost all
of it now.
Yeah.
I mean, if we do like a 3-hour show, which we don't do too many of them, we do anywhere from 1 to 2 hour shows. And probably 3/4 of them is original. If we do a 3-hour show, then it'll be more like about half and half between originals and covers. But for the general part, I'd rather just be playing my own stuff at this point in my life. So
I've got another feller watching here, Sam Ford, and
Sam,
he's with Weichert Realty. I know you know that name actually.
Yeah.
Sam sold me my house going on 46 years ago, Sam. So I'm still in it.
He probably thinks you're ready for another one now.
Well, he probably like to. All right, let's speak him a song there. What do you say?
What's that?
Play him a song.
Yeah, okay. This one has never been played before. It's the first time. So I'm going to debut this today. It's called Another Moment in Time. It's about those times we say everything's all right, even when it's not all right. So anyway. Early morning dew on the grass, the sun gets hot, it will never last. Dawn like an angel heralds a new day. Like the tears the night before, another day gone, how many more? Marking another moment in time. Are we awake or lost in a moment of time? As we smile and say everything is fine. At the start it was easy to see, no one we owed, no place to be. It's pressed in the pages of an empty book. Now the heat of the day burning our eyes, we look around, see a world full of lies, praying for wisdom, praying it will come. Are we awake or lost in a moment of time? As we smile and say everything is fine. by the light, cuts a path into the night, just like a beacon for all to see. Time still singing for all to hear, like a moth to the flame, drawing near his destiny, leading you and me. Are we awake or lost in a moment of time, as we smile and say everything is fine?
All of us, I think, get a little lost in a moment in time.
Get
don't we?
lost in a moment. Yeah.
And somebody says, well, how you doing? I'm good. How are you?
The biggest lie ever.
Yeah. Always going around doing that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back with more with Lightning Rod Wilson here from Somerset, Kentucky after this.
Your entertainment headquarters in Central Kentucky is Renfro Valley Entertainment Center. Saturday, February 25th, the tribute returns. Twitty and Lynn, a salute to Conway and Loretta. There's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in Susie and I.
And the country stars are coming out for 2023. Already on the calendar, it's Maddie and Tay, Craig Morgan, the Kentucky Headhunters with Confederate Railroad, 2 shows with Travis Tritt, and just added Josh Turner. Plan your visit and find dates, showtimes, tickets, and more at renfrovalley.com.
When we come out of the break,
COVID-19
you want
has
to
changed a
just
lot
come
of
out
things,
with a song?
but not
Sure,
the
can do
old-fashioned
that.
service you come to expect every time you pull through the drive-thru at Wendy's in Mount Vernon. If it's breakfast, dinner, or a late evening meal, Wendy's drive-thru is open 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Saturday, 7 to 11 on Sundays. So stop in for your breakfast picks, your combos, chicken wraps, fresh salads, and more. Pull through the drive-thru, place your order, be on
Commercial
your way.
break.
Service the old-fashioned way at Wendy's in Mount Vernon. Phone 606-256-5611.
Is that centered?
As a parent, you do everything
Just a little bit
possible
the
to
other way.
protect your children and keep
This
them
way,
safe.
yeah.
Vaccinated children are
Yeah,
less
there you go.
likely to get COVID, but if they do, their symptoms
a
are
little
mild.
off-center.
COVID-19
I'm watching
vaccines
it
are
over
free,
here.
safe, and available to anyone 6 months or older. Go to vaccines.gov
Okay.
and enter
Yeah,
your
yeah.
zip code for locations to get a free COVID-19 vaccine. This message sponsored by this station, the Kentucky Primary Care Association, the Kentucky Broadcasters Association, and supported by Health Resources and Services Administration grant funding.
Where do you go after the laughter? Where do you go when you come undone? You keep looking in all the wrong places. Where are you going? Where'd you come from? Sing, 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 little songbird. Sing, 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 sing your song. Sing, 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 little songbird. Fly back to the nest where you belong. You used to sing just like a songbird, but now you sing no more. Where you're looking, you'll never find it in the vast wasteland of evermore. Sing, 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 little songbird. Sing, 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 won't you sing a song? Sing, 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 little songbird. Fly back to the nest where you belong. The voice is calling, calling you home to a place where you'll never be alone. Well, I know a person can't be caged, but if I could hold you, you wouldn't get away. So don't be afraid to start again, to start a new chapter, see where it ends. Sing, 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 little songbird. Sing, 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 won't you sing your song? Oh, sing, 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 little songbird. Fly back to the nest where you belong. Oh, now sing, 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 little songbird. Sing, 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 won't you sing your song? Oh, sing, 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 little songbird. Fly back to the nest where you belong.
Well, that's a mighty beautiful guitar you're playing.
you.
Great job on
Thank
that
you.
song. What is that, the Songbird?
It's called Little Songbird.
Little
Yeah, I wrote
Songbird,
that. It'll
yeah.
be on the new album when it comes out. So yeah.
Okay, this is a brand new song.
Yeah, the one before that too. They're both new songs, and they'll be on the new album when they come
Good
out.
deal.
Yeah.
And when do you plan on getting the project finished up?
I don't know. I never know.
It takes forever, doesn't
It takes forever, and we'll, like I said, we get everything done. Actually, the tracks recorded. We'll be going to Nashville. There's a fellow down there that actually used to work in New York for Saturday Night Live, and used to mix for Saturday Night Live. And I'm going to be working with him down there as far as the
You'll have to
mixing
get us a
Nashville
copy
stuff.
of it over.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely make sure you guys get one.
Absolutely.
So, yeah,
One
yeah.
of our family here. Your guitar looks rather new. Is that a new
This
guitar?
is new. This I haven't even had it a year yet. I bought it new. This is a Taylor 810. Excuse me, an 812 CE, and it's beautiful. It fits my body really well, and a lot of the new songs on the new album I'm using this one for. So when I do the acoustic parts, I play mostly electric, but when I do the acoustic, I'm reusing this. So I love it. Love the tone.
Yeah,
to
it don't have a personality yet. My guitar's got all kinds of personality. Where belt buckles, rub the back of it, and
it's coming. It's getting indoctrinated right now. So yeah, it's
You're
coming.
working on it.
And we're working on it. Yeah, so it'll be there.
So you volunteer a lot. And
I do.
I know there's people in this county, no doubt, that have seen you, maybe didn't know you. Lightning Rod Wilson here.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of volunteer. Tell folks
Well,
about
I do.
some-
Yeah, you know, most of my playing is the warm weather months, like from April to late October. And in the wintertime, I volunteer at the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital as a volunteer chaplain. And I do that 4, 5, 6
That's great.
weeks out of the year. I'm in there for grief counseling, all kinds of things. You know, then I'm actually work with the Crisis Pregnancy Center out of Somerset, and I work with them actually the board chair for that. I have been for about a year and a half now, and First Choice Clinic, and it's just wonderful ministry. And then I teach a class at our church even, you know, an adult Sunday school class. So I stay really busy with ministry besides
That's
the
what
music.
I mean. It's
and-
really
and-
wonderful to
yeah,
hear
yeah.
that.
So,
And it makes me feel like I need to do a lot more too.
well, trust me, you'd be as tired as me then. So.
yeah, you're doing a lot, but it's a lot of good,
Yeah.
and I know that gives you a little energy from doing that good.
Right. It does, and I enjoy doing it, and they're all worthwhile. They're all worthwhile places to be and to serve, and of course, in the meantime, it gives me a lot of flexibility. Because I'm not working an 8 to 4 job. I have a lot of flexibility to be able to do that, but yet to be able to write, to be able to record, to be able to put together, all this warm weather's itinerary when we're out touring and things like that. So I have a lot of flexibility, but I still keep really busy doing it. So.
And songwriting comes from real life experiences, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I've written almost 850 songs.
Wow.
Now. And of course, a lot of them you kind of throw away. A lot of them don't make the album and things like that. I think I wrote like 16, 17 songs for this.
So how many recordings have you got?
This will be number 11 overall album. I've released a couple singles, so I'm probably somewhere in the
80, 90, something like that.
Well, I'm probably in the neighborhood of maybe 110 to 115 that I've actually recorded right now. I'd have to go back and check, but then I did some singles and did some work with some other folks and stuff too. So, yeah.
Now you like to do blues music, don't you?
I do. I tell everybody what I do is kind of roots rock, but it's very rooted in the blues. I tell everybody my foundation's kind of blues, the walls kind of rock. And
so how did that come about in the blues? Did you see it, hear it, or?
Well, I've always enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it all my life, and I grew up in Michigan, about 100 miles from Detroit. So I was very influenced by Motown. By the Motown sound, very influenced by that, and a lot of the British acts that actually picked up on the American acts before anybody knew they were American acts. The British acts that put out a lot of blues music back in the '60s, and I was definitely influenced by that. So that, and of course, I was influenced by a lot of the Midwest rock and roll, at the time too. So it's just kind of put it all together, and that's kind of what I got, and I kind of shake it up, and that's kind of what comes out when I write. There's some great songwriters that grew up locally around me. One, of course, Bob Seger. Tremendous songwriter, and so I absorbed all that from all those people.
Do you know the song that he does? Bob does, "By the River." Do you know that song?
I'm not sure.
It's a little heard of song.
Yeah.
And it was during COVID that I had COVID. And I'm sitting in a room all by myself listening to music. Okay. Nobody didn't want to be around you. However, everybody ended up getting COVID in the family. But I ran across this song, and it had so much positive energy in it. So I play it every day.
Oh, okay.
On this show at the end.
Okay. Huh.
And occasionally I don't, but most every day.
Okay. Yeah. He was excellent artist and just an excellent songwriter, and so I had a lot of people influenced me at a very young age, and but I also started writing really young. I think I was 13 or 14 when I wrote my first song. So I was, I've always been writing. I'm one of those people, you hear about that's just always writing. If I got a napkin in a restaurant and something hits me, I'll start writing down. And I've done that before. I'll write down lyrics, or I'll be setting.
That's not a bad idea.
No, it's not. I mean, I'll be sitting at the dinner table sometime. Oh, idea. My wife just knows. What I'm doing. I'll grab a pen and a piece of paper and I'll just start writing. And I do that quite often. So.
Let's peel off another song here.
Okay.
We'll take a break.
Okay, we can do that. This is kind of about how far societies came from the Garden of Eden, and it's called Long Road Back to Eden. 6,000 years, nothing learned. As we watch ourselves crash and burn, you'll never see the promised land. you don't lend out a helping hand. A long, long, long road back to Eden. It's a long, long, long road back to Eden. You couldn't live in paradise. You just believed a great big lie. You kill the old, you kill the young. Look around, the damage done. A long, long, long road back to Eden. A long, long, long road back to Eden. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So many years, nothing's changed. The setting sun. You say it's progress, you call it evolution. I think you're looking for absolution. A long, long, long road back to Eden. A long, long, long road back to Eden.
We'll have more Stars Across Kentucky coming up after this.
Send your church announcements to WRVK by faxing 606-256-9146. Email dj@wrvk1460.com or bring them into the radio station located on Red Foley Drive in Mount Vernon. We'll be glad
Thank
to
you
take
for
care
tuning
of your
in,
church
everybody, today.
announcements.
While they're doing a commercial break.
The Give Me a Reason Drug
Maybe I'll do
Prevention
this next.
Initiative will provide free saliva-based
I
drug
want
testing.
to say
kits
hello
for
to
security
Regina
clearance.
AG on there.
Wherever
Regina,
Marcus
you and
County
Mike,
United Free
looking
Drug
forward to having you back over.
First Baptist
And
Church, Broadhead
if you
Elementary
find
School,
Paul Martin over in
Renfro Valley,
Winchester
which
from
is
Nashville, Tennessee,
Livingston
bring him
City
with you.
Hall, Elementary School, Rockcastle County
Appreciate
Track and
everybody
Pickett
tuning in today. We're
Rockcastle
having a good
Area
time here.
Technology Center, Rockcastle County Adults and Community
Yeah,
Education,
that you made
Rockcastle
that,
County
didn't you?
I didn't make this, but they do have kits you can make. I bought this from a guy up in New Hampshire somewhere. They're relatively inexpensive. It's like $150 or something. So yeah, they're relatively inexpensive though. So yep.
Living in Kentucky as part
And
of the Anglo Nation, we all become
I have a lot of fun just
graduates
doing
assistants
some new
year-round.
stuff with this, just
Kentuckians live
putting
by
some
the
new
law.
ideas together,
Despite that,
just
there are
because
other
it's something
numbers
different.
Kentucky
So
comes to die by. 3. Kentucky currently has the third highest drug overdose rate in the U.S. 80% of heroin users started with prescription drugs. 1404. 1,404 Kentuckians died in 2016 from opioid overdose. With statistics like these, we must educate ourselves on how to save those we love that are struggling with this deadly addiction.
Got one more
The
spot
state of
here.
Kentucky now has resources available to help our loved ones who are struggling with addictions. Visit don'tletthemdie.com or findhelpnowky.org to save those you love today. We want you to live with the numbers of the Big Blue Nation rather than die as another statistic in the state of Kentucky.
Them Wildcats have been coming on lately, haven't they?
Don'tletthemdie.com
we'll see how they
and
do when they get in the tournament.
findhelpnowky.org.
Located right here in Renfro Valley, Kentucky, is a historical state treasure. The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame Museum, located at 2590 Richmond Street, is a place that honors Kentucky performers, musicians, songwriters, broadcasters, as well as comedians who have made significant contributions to the music industry. Since opening in 2002, there have been 58 deserving Kentuckians inducted and counting. The museum highlights all styles of music, from Bill Monroe to the Backstreet Boys and everything in between. Not only are there displays for the inductees, but there are many revolving exhibitions as well. There's always something new to see when you visit the museum. Fun fact, the building that is now the gift shop and concert hall was originally the horse stables of Mr. John Laird, founder of Renfro Valley, and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., please make plans to visit the beautiful Kentucky Music Hall of Fame and Museum, whose mission statement is to promote, preserve, and protect the integrity of its inductees with honor, dignity, and respect.
We're back with Stars Across Kentucky featuring Lightning Rod Wilson today from over around the Somerset area. And certainly, because he's from Somerset, don't mean he's not all over the country, because you do a lot of running around,
Right.
don't you? Yeah.
We play a lot, and the music, my music's actually been in every continent, many countries. The Christmas song even that we did last year ended up in quite a few different countries: Germany, England, Spain, Canada, Australia. So it was kind of cool to watch all that happen. So,
Well, now, do you copyright your material as you write it?
oh yeah, it's all copyrighted and published, and yeah.
Well, that little thing you got in your hand, I'm sure that's copyrighted. You said
yeah, I'm sure it is. And they make different levels of these. This is a 3-string. They make a lot of 4 strings, even some 6 strings, but the 3 and the 4 are probably the most popular of these. And I'm just still a real novice at it, I think. But it's called a cigar box guitar, and if you look, you can see where the cigar box opened. You can see the hinges on the back, and these are kind of the big thing now. So they take these, and you'll see a lot of people going into flea markets and stuff and buying up all these old cigar boxes. And
well, are they on the market today? Or?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can buy. There's several national manufacturers now that you can just get online and buy one of these from.
I mean, I can see me, pulling one of those things out, maybe at church, and you're going like,
oh, well, you could.
So what happened to him?
I mean, you could. So we're not trying to promote the cigars, but just the music we can make.
Yeah.
So
well, it looks pretty simple.
Yeah. It's 3 strings, and it's just
couldn't get too hard and confused on that 3 strings there.
Well, it helps me definitely, but yeah, it's tuned to an open G, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's just something different than the norm of playing guitar all the time.
Well, do you take and do a track and then go back behind that track and lay a track over top?
I do that all the time
with other.
Yeah, and with my band, of course, we've got bass and drums, and then I do 2 or 3 guitar tracks and vocals, and then I'll have backup vocals. I've got a piano player that comes in, and so it's.
So how many do you have in your band?
Well, it depends on what day it is.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes anywhere from 4 to 5. It just really. I have actually played out with as many as 7. And then we did a lot of 3-piece stuff too a few years ago.
Yeah, one of the things I have seen over the years in doing the show is that one person may fit in 25 bands.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that's not uncommon.
Not uncommon, especially in this area. There's a lot of people that just freelance.
A lot of connections.
A lot of freelancing, and play this weekend with somebody and next weekend with somebody else, and there's a lot of that goes on. It kind of hinders putting a full-time unit together, but that being said, it's still there's a lot of people working in the area, so and that's good. That's why you practiced and paid your dues all these years doing this. So yeah.
Do you, now I know there was a while that I was a part of the music union. We had to do some shows that. They required you to be in the union, Bob Jess Baker and myself, and they didn't pay much.
Right.
So I let that go by the wayside and forgot about that.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
No, I have never been a member, and I think at one time it was pretty popular, and you needed to work. I've heard places like New York City and places like that.
Seemed like I paid more dues than I made money.
Yeah, most people do. I mean, if you even talk to a bunch of artists around Nashville, everybody just kind of shrugs it off. Nobody really knows what you're talking about that much. So it's really not it's not nearly as influential as it was. I know back in the 1930s and 40s, it was, break the kneecaps and all that kind of stuff, but not now. So yeah.
A little more open today.
Yeah, I'd say a lot more open. Yeah, so it's like everything else. So yeah.
Cigar box. Let's see if you can play that thing.
Well, I got a couple little things that I mess around with.
Irish sound to it.
Yeah, it does. It's got a little Celtic type of thing to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
That's pretty neat. Now, you don't sing with that, I know.
I've got one song that I sing with this, but it's still a learning curve involved right now. But I like doing just some things like that because.
Well, go ahead and hammer.
Well, that's fine. I mean, there's just a lot of things that I don't. I kind of just mess around with it just because it's totally different than the guitar. But blues. I took the fast train to Memphis, the slow train to New Orleans. I took the fast train to Memphis, the slow train to New Orleans. I left a girl in Mississippi, somewhere in between. Just kind of stuff like that, I mess around with and stuff.
I like the sound of it. I think it sounds really good if you, like in your band, if if you had several instruments and mix a little of that in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a little bit of more, even a little bit more like a banjo sound with it too. So yeah, it's pretty neat. They're kind of versatile, and
What do you got coming up on your menu?
You mean as far as shows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be doing too many shows until like late April, early May. So for the next 3 or 4 months, not too much. I'm looking at a few corporate things possibly coming up to do those. Some of them are as far away as Perry, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
and I just quoted a job last week for New Year's Eve this year. Tupelo, Mississippi. So that ought to ring a bell, Tupelo, Mississippi.
So what kind of music would you play at a New Year's?
Well, that kind of thing I would probably do, we definitely do some of our blues and more of a Motown theme, but we would throw in a little bit of top 40 in with it too, some things like that because people are going to want
Who do you like to cover?
Oh, there's a bunch of people. I mean, I do a couple Muddy Waters songs because I love Muddy Waters. B.B. King, that kind of stuff. I'll do like a Howlin' Wolf and maybe some things like that as far as the old blues guys that I cover. As far as the newer ones, I'm a big fan of Eric Clapton, always have been. Excellent player and songwriter. So we'll do one or two of his things, and it just depends on the show and how much time we have, and things like that. And each venue is a little bit different, each crowd's a little bit different. So you try to look ahead and see what the crowd's kind of going to be there for. When we're doing like a blues concert, we know they're coming to hear us, if or some of the other bands that are on that bill for that day. So I could just.
So you're more known for blues than anything else. Yeah. So get your guitar, and I want you to do a cover song of anybody that you really enjoy covering. You mentioned a lot of good ones there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Put me on the spot, Charlie, but that's okay. We can do that. On a long and lonesome highway east of Omaha, you could hear the engine moving, moaning out in one long song. You can think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering where they always do when you're riding 16 hours, ain't nothing much to do. You don't feel much like riding, you just wish the trip was through. Singing, here I am on the road again, there I am up on the stage, yeah, there I go, playing star again, there I go, turn the page. Well, you walk into a restaurant, strung out from the road, you feel the eyes upon you as you're shaking off the cold. Pretend it doesn't bother you, but you just want to explode. Sometimes you can hear them talk, other times you can't. Got the same old cliches as a woman on a man, and you'll always feel outnumbered, you just don't dare make a stand. Saying, here I am on the road again, oh there I am up on the stage, yeah, there I go, playing star again, there I go, turn the page. Out there in the spotlight, you're a million miles away, and every ounce of energy you try to give away as the sweat pours out your body like the music that you play. Later in the evening, as you lie awake in bed, with the echoes from the amplifiers ringing in your head, you smoke the day's last cigarette, which I don't do, remembering what she said. Oh, singing, here I am on the road again, oh there I am up on the stage, yeah, there I go, playing star again, there I go, turn the page, singing, here I am on the road again. again. Oh, now there I am, up on the stage, yeah, there I go, playing star again, there I go, there I go.
You killed that one. I tell you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We had fun with that.
Old Gabby up there in Pickneyville, he said, "Son, you got my attention."
Well, thanks. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. We thank you for coming over. And
My
right now,
pleasure.
tell folks where they can find you on
okay. Yeah.
different venues.
Yep. I'm on Facebook at Lightning Rod Wilson. My band page is Lightning Rod and the Thunderbolts. And I have another band page which is called Friends of Lightning Rod and the Thunderbolts, which is very popular. I think I've got close to 2,000 members on that. My main website is www.lightnin, That's lightning without the G, -rod.com. So,
Boy, you've got lots of places they can find you, don't they?
yeah.
Do you tweet?
I don't tweet. I've not been a tweeter yet. So.
I don't tweet either. You know, a little bit of information is enough for me.
No.
Too much, you can overload. And is there any final things here before I wind up? We got the news coming up here in just seconds from right now.
Being I'm in a studio here, just thank you to all the disc jockeys around the world. Actually, it's been playing my material over the last few years. It is appreciated. So thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate you, and of course, all the entertainers out there. Rod, is something other that we've been dwelling on, and we'll talk next week a whole lot more about. We've got a millennial music that has picked up the show, and I mean, there's a lot of music, a lot of writers, a lot of singers, and they love to come out and do venues like this. I mean, it used to be the thing, back years and years and years ago.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like that it could be the thing again.
I like that idea.
I think it could be.
I'm here whenever you need me, so I appreciate you.
You will definitely be invited back.
Thank you.
Lightning Rod, we appreciate you very much.
God bless. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you.
Finish button.
This news and weather is brought to you by Community Trust Bank with 2 locations in Mount Vernon to serve you.
That was a good show.
The Senate committee has unanimously approved a bill that would
Okay.